This systematic review looks at people's attitudes towards animal suffering in the animal agriculture industry. They found that people generally had negative attitudes towards animal farming practices, and those with more knowledge of the practices tended to have even more negative attitudes. Unfortunately, the knowledge of those practices was quite poor. For example, over half of the Americans who were surveyed didn't know about tie stalls for dairy cows where their movements are restricted. And a couple studies out of Brazil found that less than a third knew about the separation of dairy calves from their mothers, the culling of male dairy calves, and dehorning practices without pain management. And two Dutch studies found that about half of the participants didn't know that male chicks are killed shortly after birth in the egg industry. Interestingly, a common theme across the studies conducted in various countries was that animals should have access to the outdoors, have space to move, and should be free from pain or discomfort. The problem is, the only way to meet the current demand for meat production is to cram as many animals as possible into tight spaces. The idea of having freely roaming animals without drastically reducing our current level of intake is a fairy tale. And then there's still the issue of killing them in the first place if we don't need to. But here's the most important finding. At least a few studies have found that providing information on animal suffering in the animal agriculture industry can actually reduce intentions to purchase meat, as can simply calling it cow or pig versus beef or pork, really highlighting how far removed the food is from the source by the time it's purchased. It looks nothing like the animal it came from. So for all of you who share information about the industry, keep doing it.